Hey, what's going on, guys? It's People Playing NegativeAE, and we're right back where we left off. We just found out that FB is a girl, which is weird. I don't know why I was assuming things. She was gentle to me, like a mother. I thought it was like a... I finally had a place that belonged. I thought it was like a love thing, and it might still be a love thing, but I thought it was like her boyfriend, and that made the most logical sense. Yeah, see, even he's surprised. I expected an evil-looking old man. Like, yeah, exactly. But I guess I was wrong. See? Man, Okabe knows. I talked to her about my worries. She always replied right away. Like a friend, but gentle. Accepting. Have you met her? Moeka shakes her head weakly. You haven't met? Even though she's like your mother? Your friend? Damn. If they had met, then I could have gotten Moeka to lead me to her. Rounders must hide their identities from one another. So you've talked, but you've never met. But you must have wanted to meet her, right? Even if it was against the rules? No. No. Why? It would ruin everything if she saw the real me. Did she ever say that she wanted to meet you? No, never, and I never asked. So no phone calls either then. Moeka turns away, then she nods faintly. Didn't you wonder why? Why would such a kind, gentle woman refuse to meet you in person? Was it really just the rules? And why isn't she returning your emails now? Think about it. She was using you. You were tricked. This is gonna be like a flip situation where like Cern's actually good. I don't know. I can't imagine somebody who kills or is okay with just killing people. And we know that they take over the world, so it's not like. What did her last email say before she stopped contacting you? Leave the IBN 5100 at the designated location. The IBN 5100? Moeka, you fool. You let your tongue slip. 2 weeks ago, FB told her to leave the IBN 5100 at a drop point. That means she already had it in her possession at that time. I recall how Moeka kept bombarding me with questions about the IBN 5100. I might have let it slip that I found the computer at Yanabayashi Shrine. After that, she sent her email. The world line changed. The lock was broken on the shrine's storehouse door. The IBN 5100 was gone. These facts point to one conclusion. She sent herself the location of the IBN 5100. Now that I know, it seems so obvious. If only I hadn't trusted Moeka. If only I had seen through her lies. But no, I played right into her hands. I was the tool's tool. I almost burst into self-deriding laughter. But I desperately hold it back and keep a straight face. What was the designated location? The coin locker. In front of Daiburu. In front of Daiburu? That's interesting. Wait, isn't that where Lukaku hid the IBN 5100 on the previous world line? Is this another effective convergence? Can I retrieve the IBN 5100 if I go there now? No, I can't expect it to still be there. Remember what happened with Lukaku. The invisible force of convergence is keeping the IBN 5100 away from me. If I want to get it back, I need to cancel Moeka's email. I know the message. I've already achieved my goal. Moeka starts crying softly. I sigh deeply and lift myself off Moeka's body. Then I lean back against the wall and stretch my aching limbs. I take Moeka's phone out of my pocket. I'm using your phone. Moeka slowly gets up. She wipes her tears and fixes her hair and clothes. Her wavy hair obscures her face from this angle, so I can't make out her expression. So she doesn't react to what I said. Even though I'm no longer restraining her, she doesn't try to attack me and take back her phone. I open Moeka's mailbox and search for the email. It takes me about 3 minutes, but I finally find it. The 3 mails from Moeka's own phone and the 12 characters, each 12 characters long, sent on August 4th and received July 31st. Retro PCs at Yanabayashi Shrine. Just as I expected, Moeka changed her email in the few seconds that I had my back turned. All I need to do now is send the cancellation email. She's worried. You at the lab? Don't worry me like that, idiot. What? Were you worried about me? Aw. I mean, you set off an obvious death flag. I'm surprised you're still alive. Where are you now? I'm standing at the lab. I'm standing by the lab. Set up the machine. I'm sending another email. Destination? July 31st, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. on the 31st. Do not go. Not at Shrine. It's a trap. While Kurusu calculates the hours, I type the email. I would say that it's at somewhere else. Well, I guess do not go, it's a trap. Like, if you don't find it at that other location, you go to the last location. I guess, yeah. That's smart. That's smart. Okay, all set. Alright, activated. Activated. Press the send button. Okay, so here's the deal. I think it's not going to work because we already sent... Well... Because I imagine you would think it was a troll after so many messages. Reading standard should activate this time for sure. I brace myself for the incoming vertigo. God damn it. Another mistake? No, there's no way. I know what Moeka's message said. This email should have cancelled it. Why isn't it working? What the hell's wrong this time? What did the first email say? That the IBM 5100 is at Yanabayashi Shrine. I tried to cancel it by telling her it's a trap, but it didn't work. I'll try to phase it differently. Wait. We went through this with the Lotto 6 experiment, remember? Lotto 6 experiment. Oh, is it just not... Well, no. It's precise. Okay. I sent myself the winning numbers, but past me didn't buy the ticket. Instead, he gave the winning number to Lukaku. The person who reads the email chooses whether or not to act accordingly. Kiryu learned that the IBM 5100 was at the Shrine. Though the cancellation mail came right afterward, I guess she ignored it and went anyway. Maybe she didn't believe the cancellation email. Or maybe she was so diligent that she decided to check it out even when she was told not to. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Definitely it. She's still hanging her head, but her tears have run dry. I wonder if she's listening. Damn. Even when told it was too risky to go to the shrine, she went anyway. We need a more persuasive message. Something that will prevent her from going to the shrine. Like what? That's the problem. Is it possible to persuade her with just 36 bytes of text? Or should we consider the other possibilities? What if I send an email to myself on July 30th? Could I beat her to the IBM 5100? Were you even interested in the IBM 5100 then? When did I start caring about the IBM 5100? Yes, I was. Because I remember asking around before I got to Yanabayashi Shrine. The only reason I went to Yanabayashi Shrine at the... I can. Fine, that's that. I guess it's been a couple days, or more than a couple days for him. But it's been a couple days for me, too. I don't know. It's weird to put myself in other people's shoes. Fine, that out. So how do I convince Moeka to listen? At that moment, an electric shock runs through my brain. 2 initials. FB. What? Moeka's handling. She's obsessed with FB. If the mail comes from FB, she'll do whatever it says. Do you have FB's phone? No. They haven't even met. We don't know where FB is. And there's nothing we can do. Give me a little time. Gonna make me wait again? Well, I've been pulling all-nighters recently, so whatever. Just don't do anything stupid, okay? So even after prying answers out of Moeka, there's still more work to be done. Fate really seems to love getting in my way. Alright, to break out of this world line, I need FB's identity and location. I call Moeka's name. When she finally looks up, I drop her phone onto her lap. She accepts it with a confused expression. Looks like we're searching for FB now. Moeka grips her phone, but she doesn't look at the screen. I sigh deeply. I need to get as much information out of FB. I need to get as much information on FB out of her as I can. So how exactly did you become around her? Honestly, I couldn't care less. I hate having to stand here and talk with the woman who killed Mayuri. Done. Hugging your phone to her chest, Moeka retrieves her glasses and puts them back on. 4 years ago, I tried to kill myself. Her voice is a barely audible whisper. For a moment, I'm surprised she's not talking by mail. I had no hope. I wanted to get away from everything. Why? No big reason. Her expression is blank, lifeless like always. But behind her glasses, her eyes are red from crying. They are the only trace of emotion on her doll-like face. Little things. Lots of little things piled up. It's how it goes, girl. It's how suicide works. It's always been like this. And your family? Moeka shakes her head a little. She has none, I guess. I don't bother asking whether she ever had parents. It really doesn't matter. I locked myself in my room and overdosed on sleeping pills. But I didn't die. Afterwards, I got a mail. Recruiting rounders, it said. It was sent to hundreds of people, not just me. Isn't that spam? Do the rounders really recruit like that? Nothing mattered anymore, so on a whim I replied. And then FB contacted me. Ever since I've followed FB's order. That's stupid. So because you almost killed yourself, you followed the orders of a mysterious... I'm trying to think, like if I had no parental figures, would I just follow anybody that... Oh, that's weird. I don't know. Were you always stationed in Akiba? Moeka shakes her head. Until 3 months ago I was in Nagoya. But before that, Yokohama. And before that. The Rounder's chief duty is to acquire IBM 5100s. I guess they had her traveling all over Japan digging up info on the retro PCs. How many IBM 5100s have you found so far? Not even one. No results. Sounds like CERN is spending a lot of effort for not much return. I sighed deeply once again. So what now? Are you just going to sit here wallowing in despair until you kill yourself 4 days from now? Or do you want to rebel against fate? Rebel? Even as I ask the question, I know that for her, rebellion is impossible. This world line has already approved her death. She's in the same situation as Maori. No matter what she does, she will die. I know that, and yet I ask the question. FB used you and threw you away. Accept it. And then ask yourself what you're going to do about it. Moeka looks down. Even if FB did use me, that was the only place I belonged. That's not true. We gave you a fucking lab number. You could have hung out with us. That was the first time in my entire life that I was needed. You were with us, motherfucker. FB gave me purpose. You had a lab number. To protect that purpose. To protect FB. I would do anything. You're beyond hope. I stand up. Drown in your dependence for all I care. Your death has already been decided. But I won't let fate have its way. I'm rebelling to the end. No matter what, I will save Maori. Just a little bit more. I can't give up now. I think she's pretty hypocritical. Well, I don't know. Like, would you abandon your family if you had another family? Probably not. That's weird. I don't know. I'm trying to think about her situation and how she feels, but like it's hard because I don't understand. I don't know. It's midnight and Akiba is practically empty. The silence is eerie. There's no sign of anyone near the coin locker. Considering the IBM 5100 size, it couldn't fit in the regular sized lockers. She must have put it in one of the 3 large lockers on the right. The light's on. The bottom locker is still in use. The IBM 5100 inside? Or is the IBM 5100 inside? My heart starts pounding in my chest as I feel my face grow hot with excitement. Definitely not, dude. We've been apart for too long, my partner. But now we're only a thin locker door separates us. Is this what love feels like? Let's not go crazy. I force myself to consider the situation calmly. We can't get the IBM 5100 on this world line. No. Because if we could, then Maori would live. Right? Because that's the correlation. I don't know. I want to check this instant, but I can't believe I forgot to ask Moeka which locker she used. Or that's what our theory is. We don't know it for sure, but we're pretty sure. Should I get a crowbar or something to pry the locker open? If the IBM 5100 is really inside and I steal it, what will happen to the world line? I have yet to cancel all of the D-mails, which I thought was the only way to restore the original world line. But now the IBM 5100 is so close. Why can't I just reach out and take it? I don't know how to cancel Moeka's D-mail, so I can always do that if this doesn't work. Let's try it just to make sure. First, to make a quick visit to the lab. I think I should just message myself about the IBM 5100 a day before, because I'm like 90 to 100% sure that I was interested in the IBM 5100 because I was asking Ferris about it, and Ferris is the one that told me. Makes a ton of sense. Ignoring the complaints of the lab mems who stayed awake in the lab all night, I retrieve a makeshift crowbar from the development room. Then I return to the lockers and thrust the pointed tip of the crowbar into the crack of the door. Just as I begin to pry, a shrill siren shatters in the night. Or shatters in the night. Jesus. The police release you after 30 minutes of scolding. Bitch, if the police caught me trying to break into us, they will hold me. I freaking need bail. No, it's freaking, you get steal, you probably get fined like a ton. Release you, you probably get fined. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I return to the coin locker, try to pry it open again. This motherfucker returned to the coin locker directly after, tried to pry it open again. And how the fuck are these patrol cars so fast? Jesus. Freaking the police in my city take like 10 minutes at least. At the least. I'm stuck in an interrogation room all night getting preached to by a policeman. I conclude this is another effect of the attractor field convergence. No matter what I do, I cannot obtain an IBN 5100 on this world line. That is what fate has decreed. Why the fuck are the police just watching that locker thing? Maybe like in Japan, like those locker things are like, I don't know. I get the police to call my father and then finally release me. They didn't go so far as to arrest me, but the policeman as well as my father scolded me harshly. I act apologetic, but in actuality their words fall on deaf ears. After my father goes home, I head straight to Moeka's apartment. I tried calling her. I took the opportunity to memorize her phone number yesterday, but she wouldn't pick up at all. Before I get there, I send a mail to Daru asking him to check if the coin locker is still occupied. The door to Moeka's apartment is unlocked. I find Moeka hugging her knees in the corner, just like she was when I first found her. What's up? You put the IBN 5100 in the bottom right locker, right? How? Out of all the lockers, only 3 could hold the IBN 5100. Of those 3, only the bottom was in use. Right. Check the locker in the lower right is in use. What's this about anyway? Don't make me your errand boy so early in the morning, fool. I like that smiley face. That's funny. It's like a flailing dude. Yeah. If that's the one you used, then FB hasn't picked it up yet. Do you know what that means? Moeka frowns. It means that if we stake out the locker, you'll get to meet FB. It hadn't occurred to you? Some secret agent you are. I'm headed there now. You coming? What will you do if you meet her? Borrow her phone. That's the best way to prevent Moeka from going to Yanabayashi Shrine. I can't meet her. I'm too afraid. The real me could never live up to her expectations. Something tells me her expectations were never that high to begin with. Moeka's face contorts again. I'm being blunt, not only because Moeka is Mayuri's murderer, but also because Moeka's weakness is starting to get on my nerves. Just like Daru's mail said, the locker is still occupied when I get there. I look around and make sure there are no patrol cars. No crowbars this time. I don't feel like getting arrested. I head across the street to Daiburu and hide in one of its humongous pillars and begin the stakeout. My legs are getting tired. I was going to borrow Mayuri's portable game console, but I decided I didn't need the distraction. Yeah, smart. Still, it's pretty tough to keep standing like this. I also need to stay inconspicuous. Someone might notice if they see me standing in the same place for hours. I wouldn't want a security guard to give me trouble. I mean, I guess there's not much worry about that. I've already been here for 7 hours without incident. My legs are numb, so I squat and lean against the pillar. So hungry. I'd love to go get some food, but I can't take my eyes off the locker. Just then, somebody taps you on the shoulder. FB? I try to leap to my feet, but my legs are tangled and I fall over. Moeka is standing there, looking down at me with those glassy eyes.
Oh my.
What are you doing here? I'll keep watch too. Is that okay? Why the change of heart? I stand up and dust off my clothes. You were comfortable with your male-only relationship, weren't you? I thought that you wanted to maintain that distance. So what made you decide to risk a meeting? At this rate, Moeka puts her head on her knees. She looks ready to cry. I've seen that expression once before, in her moonlight apartment. If I lose contact with FB, I'll lose my connection. To the world? Moeka nods faintly. You can't bear to be alone yourself, yet you'd end an innocent girl's life because of some person you've never met told you to. A cultist, that's what you are. And her cult leader, FB, abused her weakness before throwing her out like old clothes. Pisses me off. FB's cruelty, Moeka's weakness. I can't decide which one I hate more. Then Moeka nervously brings out a convenience store bag. What's this? Instead of answering, Moeka looks away. I look inside. Whoa. Milk and bean buns. Exactly what you need on a stakeout. There's enough for two. You brought this for me? Moeka nods. Very well. You may join the stakeout. Now we can take turns watching, and also look less suspicious to passers-by. The night drives on, and still no sign of FB. We nap in 1-hour shifts, but it doesn't help the exhaustion. On top of that, I don't have anyone to talk to. Moeka can't keep a conversation going, so there's nothing I can do to starve off boredom. I went back to the lab to shower just before dawn, but Kudisu, who was working an all-nighter on the time leap machine, just glared at me. Okay, the wait finally ends just after 1 p.m. on the 13th. Someone comes to open the lower right locker. We watch from behind the pillar. It's a nondescript middle-aged man. He's dressed in a new suit, but it hangs rather poorly on him, as if he's not used to wearing it. Is that FB? Moeka shakes her head firmly. FB is a woman. So, maybe she hired someone to pick it up. Or it could be that someone from the locker company here to clean it after weeks overdue. That would make us all idiots, Moeka, FB, and me. The man has the key to the locker. He pays the late fee with 100 yen coins, then removes the cardboard box with the IBAN 5100 inside. The man thought ahead and brought a pushcart. Puts the IBAN 5100 onto the pushcart with a little bit of effort and begins walking away. Follow him. The man heads straight for Akibara Station. Strangely enough, he walks up to an overweight man standing in front of the ticket machine. The overweight man is wearing a t-shirt and has all the signs of an otaku. He doesn't seem to have anything in common with the first guy, who looks like an average salaryman. They transfer the IBAN 5100 into the overweight man's suitcase. After they exchange a few words, the overweight man enters the station alone. Then the guy in the suit leaves. Weird. What was the purpose of that transfer? Is the overweight man FB? Or is he just another link in some kind of chain? At any rate, we'll keep following the IBAN 5100. If we keep following the IBAN 5100, we should reach FB eventually. We head to the station. The overweight man boards the Yamanote line. We board the next car and keep watch through the connecting door. It's a weekday afternoon, so there aren't many passengers. 30 minutes later, we arrive at Shinjuku Station. Here, the train sees a sharp increase in passenger traffic. He's getting off. Moeka pulls on my sleeve. The overweight man has slipped into the stream of departing passengers. He's about to exit onto the platform. We follow him, but due to our slow reaction, we have to push our way through boarding passengers. The train doors close and it slowly departs. The man starts walking towards the exit. Shinjuku is crowded, so we have to follow close behind him or we'll lose him. But then I stop in my tracks. Oh damn, the man is empty-handed. His suitcase is missing. What? For a second, I think we followed the wrong man, but no, that's definitely him. We watched him the whole time he was on the train. There's no doubt he had the suitcase when the train arrived at Shinjuku. Could he have passed it to someone else in this crowd? Clever. They know how to lose a tail. No, they don't. They don't know how to lose a tail with a fucking time machine. I return to the lab and leap an hour back. Find myself inside the train. I know it's bad manners to use my phone on the train, but this is an emergency. According to the train's display, we're about to leave Otsuka for Ikeburo. 3 stops to Shinjuku. Moeka is next to me, acting inconspicuous. I peek at the overweight man in the next car. They'll make their move at Shinjuku. That guy is gonna get off, but he actually hands the package off to someone else. He got us good just now. Just now? Doesn't look like Moeka's caught on yet. I just time leaped from an hour in the future. Time leaped? Moeka's eyes widen. The train arrives at Shinjuku on schedule. Just to make sure, I'll have Moeka follow the man when he gets off. Before the doors open, I stealthily move to his car. He still has the suitcase with the IBM 5100. Now arriving at Shinjuku. Really, he just said Shinjuku twice, though. The doors open and the passengers spew out. The overweight man leaves too, just like last time. However, I knew it. He leaves the suitcase on the train. And now passengers from Shinjuku board. Someone walks up to the abandoned suitcase. It's a woman in her 30s, pushing a baby stroller. There's no baby. The woman casually loads the suitcase into her stroller and sits down. After witnessing that scene, I return to the neighboring car. I need to be careful. These guys are serious about avoiding pursuit. The train starts moving. I contact Moeka so we can regroup later. After that incident, the package swaps couriers like a hot potato, sneaking around the tracks that run through Tokyo like a web. Whenever they give me the slip, I time leap and resume the chase. Finally, the courier and the package get aboard the Hibiya line and return to Akibara Station where it all began. Are you fucking serious? Damn! That is one elaborate, I'm not gonna freaking... That's insane. I recognize the last courier. He's one of the men who raided the lab with Moeka. Dark skin, crew cut, the one who hit me with his gun. The man easily carries the 25-kilo package out of the station. We follow. And at that, I'm ending the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, hit the like button, subscribe if you feel necessary, and I hope you guys are having the best, if not the greatest rest of your day. Peace out, you guys.